I'm a 19-year-old guy, and I pulled away from my dad because he let his girlfriend parent me, and now he wants to fix things after a year of no contact. Let me tell you what happened. So my dad met his girlfriend when I was 16, and 4 months later, he introduced her to me when I was 17. I didn't really like her at first, but I wasn't too bad with her. Then, the third or fourth time I met her, I was about to meet up with friends, and she told me I couldn't go because she was having her parents over for dinner. I told her she didn't get to tell me what to do, and she said Dad gave her permission, and she was an adult, so I needed to listen. I told her I wasn't going to listen and left. Dad said nothing, but she said something when I saw her again. Then a few weeks later, she had a dinner party with Dad and some of her friends and asked if she could use his kitchen. He said of course. I was on my way to work, and Dad wasn't home, and she told me I needed to help her make dinner. I told her I was going to work, and she said Dad had told her my work schedule, and I wasn't working that day. I told her I was called in to cover for someone, and she started talking about getting permission. I told her I didn't need to explain anything to her and left. After that, Dad and her told me she was an adult and had permission to parent me when needed. I argued with Dad about it for months. She tried to set her own rules, and I ignored them. I told Dad I was pissed he let her do that. He said he was serious about her and that she was going to be my stepmom one day. I told them if they thought I was going to like her and listen to her like she's been around since I was young, they could think again. She said she believed in communicating everything and teenagers having strict rules. I told her she could believe what she wanted, but I didn't give a shit. She was moving in as I was moving out. I couch surfed for a while before finding a place with some friends. I pulled away from Dad for a couple of months and then went no contact. I even ignored their wedding invite and didn't go to their wedding. Dad reached out 3 or 4 times immediately afterward, and I ignored him. Then he asked my aunt to help get us into the same house, which she did. He told me when we were at her house that he wants us to work on our relationship and suggested therapy. That's a whole year after no contact and almost a year and a half since I pulled away from him. I told him he knows what the problem is and he needs to understand before anything can happen. He said I need to look at it from a different perspective. My aunt wants me to give therapy with him a chance because I'm so young and I don't have a whole lot of family to rely on in these tough times. I don't know. I really don't know. Follow for part 2.